Alright guys, welcome back. In this video we want to go ahead and we want to talk about creating videos. So let's go ahead and get started. There's a few different types of videos that you can actually create, and these are the common ones that you will see most people creating. So the first type is screen share. The second type is PowerPoint presentations. So these are the types that you'll see probably a lot more in the corporate world, or where people have a presentation or a slideshow. And then the third one will be talking on cam. So that could be just your basic webcam on your computer, talking to it. Could be a beautiful setup. I have a nice digital SLR camera that I like to set up. You might have bright lights, the white background. Anything goes as far as that goes. There's different setups you can do, but that would basically be the three general types of videos that you're going to see a lot online. Now, the next thing is, how are we going to make money with video? So these are the common ways that I have and that most people use to make videos to make money. So first off is affiliate commissions. Now, this is where you're actually promoting somebody else's product. You're going to create content around somebody else's offer, and then when someone actually buys, you get a percentage of the sale. So what you can do is you can do a product review, some sort of video where you talk about the products and the benefits of that product. And then as soon as they make a purchase, you get your commission through your affiliate link. Now, next is selling your own products. I do this often, and videos have been absolutely crucial in my business to making the kind of money I'm getting from selling my coaching and selling individual programs and informational products that I create, just like actually the one that you're going through right now. And even though it's really to wheel people in. What videos do is they build a relationship with people, so that way, whatever I sell, they want to buy because they feel like they know me. If it wasn't for video, people would not be able to see my true character. They wouldn't be able to see that I mean and I do what I say. Video has been, I don't even know how to explain it. It's absolutely blown up my business. I can't reiterate this enough. This is so very important if you want to sell your own products or your own informational products. Video is what's going to allow you to achieve that. It's so very, very important. And next is building an email list. And if you can use videos to get people to subscribe to your email list, that is awesome. And then from there, honestly, the sky is the limit. I absolutely love video marketing, and it's my favorite method to making money online, period. But on top of that, it's having an email list, because once you have an email list, your email list is an asset. Anytime you need money, you can send an email with promotional material or whatever you're promoting, and you can use email to send out content. So if you want people to share it, to build your network, email is an absolute powerful asset, and video absolutely complements it. But what's even better about video and mixing it with the email list, besides actually getting people onto your email list, you can use video to connect with your viewers even more, to really, really build that relationship and to build that target audience of people who absolutely love you. I use video to build raving fans and people that trust and like me, so that way they buy everything I promote to them. If it wasn't for video and having an email combined with video, I probably wouldn't have a business. I might have a business, but it definitely wouldn't be this successful. So I can't stress this enough. If you're really afraid of the camera, take a deep breath, get over it, and videos will absolutely make your business skyrocket. Now, creating content. There's multiple types of content you can actually create, and my favorites are going to be the ones that we're going to talk about below. So the main type that you'll see a lot of people doing is tutorials. And regardless of what the niche is, if you can have tutorials for people where you can teach them, let's say, how to make a PDF presentation, for example, there's so many different topics out there, especially within the network marketing and the internet marketing niche, which I could tell you right now. I have spent money on coaching. I've spent money on information products. But some of the best content that's helped me start my business was actually from YouTube. I remember when I couldn't figure out how to set up a WordPress website when I first started. What was the first thing I did? The first place that I turned to was, in fact, YouTube. If it weren't for YouTube, I probably would have given up immediately, or I probably wouldn't even have got started. Now, I remember way back when I was trying to learn HTML and CSS and all of the different coding. And honestly, I couldn't stand it. I didn't even last a day. It was so frustrating. But when I did a little bit of research on that, I learned that WordPress was actually what most internet marketers were using in their business. And then I went straight to YouTube and I YouTubed it. And it was amazing. I found videos showing me exactly what to do, because personally, I would much prefer watching a video over reading. So tutorials are absolutely powerful, especially when you start to build yourself as an authority in your niche. Um, One of the easiest ways to actually get started is to teach people at the same time as you're learning. So by teaching people what you learn, you're also going to better yourself. Now, this may sound silly, but it's absolutely true. It might not sound right, but I'm telling you, like, whatever it is that you learn today, then turn around, once you learn it, turn around and make a video about it and show other people how to do it. That was a big aha moment for me, because if I didn't know how to do it, there must be several other people out there just like me that are having the same problem. So I started doing that. I started teaching people what I was learning along the way because it had helped me. And then what happened is that built credibility with them. So then they looked to me as the actual authority figure. Next is motivational and inspirational videos. Now, these can be very simple things like talking about your struggles or telling your story, um, anything about your life, how you went through maybe some difficult or hard times, and how you got to where you are now. They can be really simple things that are motivating people, telling them about productivity tips or how to overcome challenges in their life. Anything like that will kick people in the butt and inspire them. A very good example, let's say, is the weight loss niche or niche. People make videos showing how people have lost weight and how they achieved the end result. And what that does is it inspires that person to stop making excuses and to go to the gym and to eat more healthy. I can remember when I first started on my weight loss journey, I would turn a lot of the times to YouTube and watch people who were really, really heavy and ended up very, very thin in the end, or very, very in shape and healthy. It was that extra kick that I needed in order to get me to the gym and not give up. By watching those YouTube videos, that's what inspired me. So it doesn't matter what niche you're in within marketing. I mean, simple things like, anything that's going to kick people in the butt every now and then and inspire them to create that content. Those videos are really what get people going, even more so when you create tutorials and teach people stuff. So you want to have both. You want to have some motivation or some inspirational videos, and then you also want to be creating content, a really good, or tutorials, a really good healthy mix of both is really good. Next are viral videos. Now, these could be the same as what I was just talking about. Let's say a weight loss story or something like that. But you can always also make videos on successful people wanting to achieve things that you know, they want. Or let's say you do a video on something like Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan. Other people in sports and fitness, people love watching videos, and they love watching videos that are going to motivate and inspire them. So these kind of videos are things that people want to share. They want to share with their friends on Facebook and show their friends. Creating a video tutorial, for example, would be something that people might share, but only so many people, like a very select, very targeted audience, are actually going to see the value in creating, a WordPress blog, for instance. However, there could be people that have absolutely no interest whatsoever in internet marketing, um, that see some sort of value in an inspirational video. And then they're going to share that over the internet and share the video on Facebook. So because people that see value in that, let's say you're showing, I'm just going to give you an example so that you understand what I'm saying, because I'm kind of getting off track here. If you create a video around, say, Will Smith, because he's very motivational, and you talk about his struggles and where he's came from and stuff like that, if you share that video about that successful person, about how they got to where they are, or about someone else and their dream lifestyle, or how they traveled to Fiji, or they're buying their brand new BMW in cash, they're living a lifestyle that most people really, really want, that's the type of video that people are going to share with their friends because they think it's really, really cool, compared to, say, a video showing how to create a WordPress blog. So a lot of viral videos are very, very powerful to your marketing. And two key strategies a lot of people use to get a lot of traffic to their channels and their websites. This is one of them, because let's just say that video went viral and it gets you 2 or 3 or 4,000 views. That's a lot of potential traffic. So even if just a small percentage of people click through that to check out your website, that's a lot of traffic that you wouldn't have had otherwise. Now on to product reviews. Now, this is one of the ones I talked about a little bit earlier. This is another type of content you can create, where usually you do something like a screen share. And this is one of my main ways that I get people to sign up to affiliate programs and that I sell. So usually what I do, regardless of what offer I'm sending people to, I never send people directly to the landing page or the sales page. I always send them to a review video where I talk about whatever product it is, and I actually show them what I think of the product, why I like it, why it will help them, why they need it, and what it is actually going to do for them. And then when you answer those questions in your review and you show people the positives and the negatives, now you want to remember, you don't just want to talk about how the program is the be all end all. You want to even talk about some of the things that maybe you don't really like about the program. I often tell people, of course I tell them all the great things, but here's what I don't like. I don't like it when people just go all out and make a review video and make it sound like it's the be all end all. When I make a review video, I point out the things that I love, but I also point out the things that I don't always love. And what I find is I actually make more sales by pointing out some of the other things that I don't like, because it shows a real aspect. It shows that you're human and that you're not just trying to sell the person on the product. I've watched tons of product reviews where the whole video, the person was basically trying to stuff the product down my throat. So, it was very obvious what their intention was the entire video. You're much better off giving a real, honest review, and you'll get way more sales and way more conversions by doing so. Now on to what programs that I use. Now, my favorite is actually Camtasia. Hands down my favorite. It's got a lot of cool features and it's really, really easy to use. I know when I bought it originally, I think it was around $97. I'll put the link down below. But if you actually Google Camtasia coupon or rebate, sometimes you can find a 50% off code for that. So keep that in mind. The next one is QuickTime. Now, I'm not sure if QuickTime is available on Windows or just Mac, but I do know people who have had success. I've used it in the past. I don't use it anymore. And then ScreenFlow. ScreenFlow is actually owned or run by, developed, I should say, by the same people as Camtasia. But ScreenFlow is actually for Macintosh only. So if you're running a Mac, you may want to look into ScreenFlow as well. Now, the next is Screencast-O-Matic. I believe you can run that on Mac or Windows, but I am going to tell you this. I think it's like $15 or $30 or something for the Pro version, but I know when I used it in the past, there were some issues with voice cracking or the audio cutting in and out. After I updated it, it did seem to fix itself for a little while, and then it continued to do that after. So if you are going to use Screencast-O-Matic, it does have some cool features, but keep in mind that sometimes the audio cuts in and out, and yeah, it might make your videos kind of have a crackling or a popping noise in the background. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. And then, of course, Windows Movie Maker. Windows Movie Maker, I believe, comes stock on Windows products now. If it doesn't, just do a search on your computer for Windows Movie Maker or Movie Maker. It should pop up. If not, I know you can download it somewhere for free. It doesn't have all of the cool features like Camtasia does. You can't split your screen, and you can't fade in and out, and there's a lot of things that you can't do with it, but when you're first starting out, especially if you don't have a very big budget to start out, it probably will do the trick for you. I did want to talk to you as well, though. If the final thing I'm going to kind of leave you with, it really doesn't matter if you have a PC or a Mac. I really suggest getting something like Handbrake. I'm trying to think what the other one is that's out there. Basically what it does is it allows you to compress movie files so that it compresses them into, say, an MP4 or an M4, because that's actually going to be your biggest problem for using YouTube or any videos online when you upload them, is it's going to take a really, really, really long time. So you are going to need to compress your video files before you upload them into YouTube. Otherwise, the video is going to stutter, or it's going to take way too long to load. And 9 times out of 10, if the video is not loading quickly, it's not web friendly, when people click on it, they might click off of it before the video even starts. So you definitely want to convert it to MP4 format before you upload it to YouTube, so that you don't have people bouncing off your videos. Otherwise, it's going to shoot up your bounce rate. I know we talked about bounce rate before, and that's really not good for your site. So those are just a few of the things I wanted to go over as far as what to use. If you want any feedback on Camtasia, I'll be happy to give it to you. I'll just put a link down below. The other products do work, some of them better than others. I guess that's it for now. Those are just some examples, and we're going to head over to the next video and dive back into it. So I will see you there. Cheers!